Hello, all you beautiful internet people. Hope you're all doing phenomenally good. Today, apparently, we're working on nothing. I'm actually going to be making a tire rack for my car trailer. Probably picked that from the title of this video and the picture that is with that title. Thumbnail is the word I'm looking for. But before we drag the car trailer around here, I just thought I'd show you sort of what I've already done process-wise. So I've sort of cheated a bit and done some maths and measurements, and I've actually ordered most of the steel that I need to do this already pre-cut to length, just to sort of save a bit of time, and stuff that I did need to cut. I've spent probably the last hour on the grinder. Stop it. Just sort of like finalizing a few things. So I'm going to start sort of laying out and getting part of the frame tacked together. Because I actually don't have time to finish this job today. I've only got a couple of hours. So I'm going to start getting it laid out, get it tacked together, some of it, and I'll sort of show you what we're doing. So this is all roughly laid out. I've got to measure it and sort of get it to where I want to be. These uprights are 1300 high. So basically these two things are going to form the sides of the car trailer. So these uprights are 1300 high. That crossbar there is going to go about 1 meter up. Same on that one. And then I've also got these sections here, which I've had the sides cut on angles as well. And they're going to triangulate through their type scenario, sort of like that. And these bits that go through the middle, they're 570 across. So that's going to be how wide the whole thing is. And then I've got some 2 meter lengths that are going to pick up from there and there. And they're going to basically go upwards and attach onto there, and that's going to be the width of the car trailer. So I want to get this measured out properly, get it tacked together with the welder, and I'll just sort of give you updates as we go. Rightio, so we've got the basic sides of this scenario tacked together. So I'm going to go through and final weld all of this now. And then, because this is the top, we have openings at the top. So I've also cut 4 bits of steel, which I'm going to cap the top of these plates. By the way, this is all made out of 50 by 50 box that's 2 mil thick, so should be more than strong enough for what we're using it for. So I'm going to go through and final weld all this together now and just keep going. Okay, cool beans ish. We've got all this final welded together. I didn't mean to weld this section in here, but I did. So I've actually had to buzz that back because the cross-section bars are going to go through there. So I've ground back the welds on those 4 corners. But I've stuffed up. I'm sure you've all heard of the measure twice, cut once type scenario. Well, I did measure multiple times, but something that I completely overlooked. So obviously our crossbars are going to go across here, right? And that's what the tires are going to sit on. I went off a standard height Commodore and Falcon of how high that will sit above the bonnet essentially, because the tire rack is going to go over the bonnet of the car. And I equated for enough room with a bit of give. What I didn't equate for is the fact that tires are round. So they're actually going to droop in that section. And long story short, I've just run some more numbers, and this is about 100 mil not high enough. So what I'm going to do, and I'm not happy about it, so please don't judge me, but it's sort of the only option I have, is I do have some other sections of 50 by 50 box, which is 2 mil thick. And I've also got these 45s here, which I was going to use as gussets in this area. So I don't know if I'll use them or whatever. I'm just essentially going to cut 4 lengths at 100 mil long and weld them straight onto the bottom of all of these and get it as square as I possibly can. So I'm going to go through and do that now. And that 30 by 30 bar that I've got down there as well, I'm actually going to put another bracket, another brace basically through here. I don't need to do that as far as strength goes by any means, but what's going to happen is I'm going to use that section as a strap, so like a tie point for the strap. So I'm going to use a strap to basically go around the bar that's going to be here to sort of go over here and that way, and then another one sort of over here and that way, pulling down on the tires in a V sort of shape to strap the tyres to this scenario. So going to extend these and weld in those pieces. Right, as far as I'm concerned, these two side panels, I guess you can call them, are done. So I've got those caps welded on, which I forgot to show you earlier. They're done. I've welded on an extra 100 mil onto the bottom of all four of these legs, as square as I can get it. They actually came out pretty bang on squared. Obviously, these are still standing on their own. Because it bothered me, I got the flappy disc and spent some time grinding back the weld. So hopefully once all of this is painted, I can pretend that I never made that mistake. And then, yeah, got these bits of 30 by 30 box welded in the centers as well. So that's going to do it for today. I've spent more than enough time on this, more time on this than I wanted to. So we'll pick this up down the track, down the future. I'll get those bits of 2 meter long tacked into the center of these and then go get the car trailer and sort of make it all happen. But you'll see that right now. Good morning, everyone. It's been a little bit over a week since we were working on this last. The only thing that's changed is I've painted some of the sections that are sort of finished just because I got bored one day after work. The goal for today is to basically finish it. So I'm going to finish basically making the structure of the tyre rack. And then once that's done, we'll go get the car trailer and go about mounting it. So I'm going to start with cutting down a couple of these gusset pieces. I want to cut two of them a little bit shorter, and you'll see why I'm doing that when we get to it. And then these two sections of 2 meter long 50 by 50 will weld in here and get that all done. So I'm going to jump on the angle grinder first, cut these down, and then get to welding. And once it's all tacked up, I'll sort of show you how it looks. Righty, got the crossbars tacked on. That was really difficult to do by myself. I had to get pretty creative with some G-clamps. So now that they're on, well, they're tacked on, I'm going to go through and get these gussets, which are sitting on the floor down there. So they're going to basically triangulate in these areas, just for a bit more strength. Obviously, wheels and tyres do weigh a bit, so that's going to provide a bit of extra strength. These two little short ones are going to go at the back. So as the nose of the car drives underneath here, we've got a bit more clearance in this area. And then the longer ones will go at the front. So yeah, that's basically that. I'm going to go through now and final weld everything, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All done. Spent a bit of time on the welder, and the whole structure of this thing is finished, essentially. So I'll sort of put it out the back there now, and I'll give it a squirt of paint. And while it's drying off, I will go get the car trailer and check back in with you guys very shortly. Welcome back, everyone. Car trailer's here. Tyre rack is all painted and looking pretty good. I've just got the heater cranking in here to warm this up a bit. So as far as mounting it goes, here's sort of what I'm gonna do. I've got these 4 plates. These are 4 mil thick. And I'm basically gonna go sort of one about here, another one across here somewhere. I was originally going to go between here and here, but I want the weight of the tyre rack pushing down on these plates. So I'm going to go, sort of probably about there, and another one back here. And then with an offcut of 50 by 50 box, I've turned it into these brackets here. So then they're essentially going to go around the legs, sort of like that type scenario. And then I'll drill through and put a bolt through each one. So the whole thing is removable. And then if any water gets in here, it can obviously just come out the sides. So that's the plan. I'm going to start with the flappy disc and buzzing back, where I'm going to weld on these front plates, get them welded on, and then we'll look at where we're going to do the rear ones and just sort of figure it out. Rightio, we've got our front mounting plates burned on. So they're all good, and I've welded them underneath as well. I've got the trailer buzzed back where the rear ones need to go, which is sort of about there, which is good because I can put a bit of weld on that bar as well. So obviously the back ones are loose. So I'm going to lift that thing onto here now and sort of see how it looks and start burning these in, and then we'll do them. I did that thing again where I just jump ahead and finish things. So we are all done. All these plates are welded in, everything is all painted and bolted on and all looking all right, actually. Only downside was on that side, and I'm not going to show you it because it's not great. When I was welding this weld across here on the other side, which was my last weld. I ran out of gas, so it's not a very pretty weld. But it's all good. It's fine. Awesome. All in all, I am really happy with it, how it's all turned out, and I really look forward to using it. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys. Something a bit different, doing a whole bunch of fabrications. Probably one of the bigger things I've fabbed up for a while. And all in all, yeah, I am really happy with how it's turned out. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more content like this, please, as always, remember to like and subscribe. And until I see you in the next video, be good to yourselves and each other.